Hello, in this session we look at the main chemical reactions in the contact process. Welcome. The contact process, as initially stated, is the process for the large-scale manufacture of sulfuric acid. And we were able to see that the main raw materials for the contact process include sulfur, air, which provides oxygen, water, which is a solvent, and conc sulfuric acid, which is a contact agent. Now, to be able to produce sulfuric acid, the first process is the combustion of sulfur. And when sulfur is burnt in air, through combustion, it forms sulfur dioxide. Now, the sulfur dioxide gas formed is not a suitable dissolvable agent for production of sulfuric acid. We therefore have to oxidize it in order to form the required agent, which is sulfur trioxide. The oxidation process happens at optimum conditions of 450 degrees Celsius. A catalyst composed of vanadium pentoxide or platinum asbestos in the absence of vanadium pentoxide. The pressure conditions which are optimum for this process is 2 to 3 atmospheres. Now, when sulfur dioxide meets oxygen at the optimum conditions, it forms sulfur trioxide gas. The sulfur trioxide gas is readily soluble in water, and it is the case that when it dissolves in water, it is hazardous in the sense that it forms misty sulfuric acid. Misty sulfuric acid is gaseous sulfuric acid, and this gaseous sulfuric acid would go to the atmosphere and form acid rain. Therefore, the direct contact of sulfur trioxide with water is prohibited. To enable us effectively conduct the contact, we therefore dissolve sulfur trioxide not in water but in conc sulfuric acid, and that process leads to the formation of oleum, others referred to as the fuming sulfuric acid. Now, the fuming sulfuric acid, also known as oleum, is subsequently dissolved in water, and when it dissolves in water, it forms the product which is the sulfuric 6 acid. However, this product is dilute in the sense that it is formed through the dissolution in water. To enable us get the highest yield of the pure sulfuric acid, we do a concentration process, which is dehydration by conc sulfuric acid of the dilute sulfuric acid, and we find that the dilute sulfuric acid loses its water to the conc sulfuric acid to form a more concentrated product, which is 100% sulfuric acid. Now, sulfuric acid, as you have seen, is an important agent. I want to briefly look at what are the common applications of this acid. Sulfuric acid has a varied range of applications. Namely, number one, we'll say that it is a dehydrating agent. So it is used as a dehydrating agent, while in labs and also for medicine. So we can use it to manufacture a dehydrating medicinal drugs. Number two, sulfuric acid is used as a cleanser for metal surfaces, where it pickles metals and removes any oxides or any other components on the surfaces of metal. Number three, we use sulfuric acid in the standard manufacture of soapless detergents. For example, in this case, we take a sample of methanol and conc sulfuric acid. In this case, it will form methyl hydrogen sulfate, which is the liquid soapless detergent. We can also use sulfuric acid to manufacture sulfate salts and sulfate fertilizers. Therefore, sulfuric acid is an important agent, and as we've seen, it is manufactured by the contact process. Remember, the term contact process is used to infer on the state in which sulfur trioxide is not directly dissolved in water, so it does not come into contact directly with water, but comes into contact with sulfuric acid to form oleum. Then oleum gets the indirect contact with water. Thank you.